Savita, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Iravati ma'am, are you there?
Hi, Savita. I'm here.
Yes, ma'am. So I think we can start the session now.
Sure.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Savita and I'm admission manager of IIA Global India. So IIA Global has been guiding students in planning and achieving their dream to study abroad. So it will be a short session between us and Flinders University. So I would like to welcome and introduce our panelist of this session, Mrs. Iravati Jangam. She's a senior in-country representative. So before pass it to her, I would like to explain the basic guideline of this session. So this meeting is being recorded and audio video of the attendees is muted for better quality of session. So if you have any question, any doubt, so you can write down in the bottom of question and answer box. And otherwise you can ask us, we will unmute yourself and you can ask question during the session. Okay, so now I am passing all these things to Iravati ma'am. So ma'am, I think you can start now.
Thank you, Savita. Thank you for the kind introduction, and welcome everyone to my beautiful university session with IE Global. It is indeed a pleasure to see so many people looking at the screen today, trying to talk to us, trying to talk to IE Global. It's simply amazing because the kind of opportunities Australia and Flinders University can offer any student is beyond comparison. Our new branding itself is by the name of Fearless. So if you actually look at what it is, it means that we are fearless about the future. We know our future is secured when we are studying at Flinders University with a number of courses, like 350 plus courses across 3 campuses in South Australia, which is a regional establishment. Presence of the city of Adelaide, which is known to be now the 3rd most livable city in the world. Flinders University is the top 2% in the world with ranking of 271 as we speak. We also have a golden age ranking of 38. We also are one of the only 7 universities in Australia which are research oriented and have the Innovative Research Universitas endorsement with us. We are also one of the only 4 universities in Australia to have an AMBA accredited MBA program of 1.5 years duration for you guys. We also are the only university in South Australia to have on-campus accommodation as well. Coming to the city of Adelaide as such, where my beautiful university is located in the form of 3 campuses, Bedford campus, Tonsley campus, and Victoria campus. Our location is right exactly where you see this. It's in the south of Australia, in the southernmost tip of the area that you can see over here. It's very, very well connected. In fact, as you see the location, on one side, there is greenery, and on the other side of the university, there is the sea, and there is the water and the aqua area as well. This gives us opportunity to bring to the fact that when students study at Flinders University, you are going to be gaining the advantage of staying back in South Australia for a period of 3 years, which means that your original student visa would be converted into a 485 visa of 2 + 1 years in total duration. So that's how wonderful it is. And this is just a very live picture taken by one of our students. And this was put up on our official website. In fact, let me tell you, our Instagram, our social media handle are completely managed by our students. We do not have any formal body to manage this because students are our ambassadors. Our students who want to study with us are our ambassadors, and we are extremely grateful for them to bring about these beautiful moments at Flinders University. The international student arrival plan is in place, very much in place with South Australian federal government. We are looking for new updates. There is just about a little bit of a snap lockdown happening in South Australia. There is also a bit of setback in NSW and Victoria as well at the same time. So just give us some time and we'll come back to you with some new details about what's going to be happening in the future. Well, you wouldn't want to know what's happening with the situation of COVID as well. In the entire time of COVID, maintaining a high standard of living, a great growth in GDP, Australia and South Australia in particular have been only few zones in the entire globe which have shown a positive improvement. Which means that the constant increase in demand of jobs and the constant increase in the per capita income has also been extremely noteworthy. We also support all our activities in the form of all the COVID requirements, all the vaccinations are taking place. In fact, a latest statement also says that by Christmas, most probably, the Premier has said that the entire population of Australia is going to be vaccinated. Well, that's the kind of news, that's the kind of projects, that's the kind of enhancement that the government looks at. South Australia, like you know, is a very vibrant city, and Adelaide, the cricket ground, the Wi-Fi city that it is known for, the multicultural presence of people from over 70 countries are studying, living, and have established their colonies there, is not something new for anyone. We have been on the recovery plan. The South Australia has been on a recovery plan ever since the initiation of the vaccination drive or the project has taken place. Our support has been from the industry in the form of endorsements like from Australia Computer Society or from Engineers Australia or the South Australian government or the Defence of Australia, South Australia at the same time. Comes to the major question is that how are we going to go ahead with our studies? Currently, our students are happily studying online over the intakes with limited choice of courses. The choice of courses is plenty, but you can choose only 1 or 2 units to start your course formally with a visa so that your PSW or the post-study work visa is very much protected. Once again, some rankings for my university has been very strong in South Australia, us being number 1 in the areas of engineering, IT, education, teaching, science, health, medicine programs. Currently, we are having over 25,000 to 30,000 international students studying with us. We have a very healthy number of staff of 18:1 student-teacher ratio of about 2,700 staff. More than 1,500 staff is located at our Tonsley campus, which is the technical campus, where students who want to study the IT programs or the engineering programs will be studying. Now, you will want to know what is so great about Tonsley campus. In the state of South Australia, guys, this is the only campus which has over 28 laboratories. Hands-on 28 laboratories right on the Tonsley campus. It's a $120 million campus with association with more than 450 industry partners right there, which means that the internship program that we have built for you guys in your undergraduate or in your postgraduate program of 12 weeks or 20 weeks is directly associated with the industry around you. So it is like a technical zone. It is a SEZ. Tonsley is an SEZ. It's called as the Tonsley Innovation Hub, where we also have a new Flinders Venture Institute. So some of you startup or young entrepreneurs who want to have an idea in their mind and want to float that idea for venture capitals or seed funding, the new Flinders Venture Institute is just the place where you can get over $4 million as cash injections. I've told you we have been number 1 in South Australia for our teaching and international student support. We have a beautiful, like I told you, 3 campuses right in Australia, right in Adelaide, which are all connected by either the train system or even the shuttle bus, which, by the way, is an automatic shuttle bus. It runs driverless and it runs from campus to campus. Therefore, it saves your cost of travel at the same time, keeps you focused in reaching in time for your classes or for your part-time work. These are my 3 campuses in Adelaide. We have been in establishment since 1966, and we are in the top 250 in the world for our engineering and IT programs. Also, we are in the top 30 for our nursing and health programs. We are very, very well known with AHPRA or the Association for Health, etc. In the area of health, medical sciences, medicine, paramedic courses, plenty of them. On-campus accommodation, yeah, we are the only one who have an on-campus accommodation apart from your other options of staying out of the campus in the form of, you could be staying out of campus in the form of probably grouping yourself together with your friends or living alone in a condo or in a small house or staying homestay establishments. All these options are very much available with us. Like I told you, our student services has been ranked the best in Australia when it comes to servicing our students in areas other than academics as well, which means that suppose you're looking at a gym membership or a club. We have over 300 clubs for our students. If you're looking for searching part-time jobs, or you're looking for your internships, or you're looking for your permanent jobs, our International Student Services, our OSS Student Ability and Wellbeing Center is the foremost and comes up ahead with the best possible options when it requires students to be there with their resume in hand, to improve their resume, to improve their profile, and to take it across to employers in the form of job applications. This is a little map up about the Flinders Village, which is soon to be released and is going to be ready with preparation, especially with students in mind, with lots of accommodation, so that students are more nearer to their class and they spend lesser and lesser time commuting. I told you there's a train on campus which has already been released, and people are happily traveling on the train from point A to point B and into the rest of Adelaide as well. In short, let me tell you, Flinders is not only career minded, it is student oriented as well as progressive in nature. We are looking at very fine students who want to make a great career fearlessly and looking at the future in mind to be future ready in any of our 6 colleges or 6 schools or 6 faculties, as we call it. Nursing is one of our health programs that one always wants to know about, has a lot of interest in students. We are the only university who has been able to bring about an online delivery of the Bachelor of Nursing pre-registration program since last year because of the pandemic. The pandemic has created an era of disruption. Never have we ever faced anything like this. Every day, every set of 202 or even 20 cases that come across in any part of the globe, any part of the world, any country as such, causes a challenge to that country. We are fighting and making new innovations despite all that, and we have only our students in mind for this. Are plenty of allied health sciences courses, 11 to be precise, are ranging from audiology, physiotherapy, speech pathology, clinical rehabilitation, as well as nutrition and dietetics. Feel free to walk into my website for students on the www.flinders.edu.au, or just call up IAE Global, and Savita ma'am and her team will be more than happy to help you either book an appointment with us for another chit chat, or even go through the website to decide which is the best course for you at Flinders University. These are our private clinics, private hospital on the campus, which means that students not only receive that kind of a medical service if their health is having some issues, but at the same time, students who are studying health programs can immediately take the best possible services from our hospitals and the clinics on the campus itself. Lots of undergraduate health sciences courses. We have, like I said, a lot of health sciences postgraduate courses, which are extremely popular and rank #1 in the employability section, simply because after these 2 years of completion of the course, the student has received a license to practice immediately. Occupational therapy, which is also a very good parallel answer to exercise science. Master of Occupational Therapy is a 2-year program that makes the student look into areas similar to exercise science or even similar to physiotherapy, anatomy, physiology, etc. Speech pathology. We also have a long-standing and a most pioneer first-time program of Bachelor of Clinical Sciences leading to Doctor of Medicine. These are just areas which you will understand about medicine and our health sciences program. Public health, business programs ranging right from accounting and finance up to areas of international tourism, wine and spirits, etc. We are looking at business administration, international business, government and law courses like international relations, politics, law, and even for engagement with third-party government organizations to work in semi-government positions at the same time. Our business students enjoy an exclusive trading room at our Bedford campus, which is a whole floor dedicated only to teach them about market and equity. Once again, our rankings in the areas of engineering, IT, all our engineering courses are Engineers Australia accredited under the Washington Accord, which means that you can carry this course across any part of the world, and it holds the same value as it was registered to be. We have several areas of engineering, biomedical, civil, electrical and electronics, robotics, software, and maritime engineering for students who are interested in the STEM programs. Engineers Australia is the sole body that endorses all the engineering programs and makes it verifiable, makes it dependable, and makes it employable. We are the #1 choice for employers across Australia to hire students, not only for their internships, but also for our permanent job situations as well. IT programs are all endorsed by ACS, that's the Australian Computer Society, as well as some of our programs have the Cisco CCNT accreditation along with them. We have recently introduced data science. We have also introduced IT, network cybersecurity systems. We have also introduced a program which is very, very required, artificial intelligence. Coming to a very more important aspect, is there a demand for IT? Where is the demand for IT? How much is the demand for IT? The slide that is you are currently seeing, my friends, is exactly what tells you about the major demand of IT in the field of engineering and IT, application development, coding, in areas that vary from just software development or to the area of services as well. There has been a minimum increase of 9% demand on this as compared to the slow demand that was there 2 years back, which was just about 6%. There has been a severe increase in the demand for IT professionals in South Australia. As you can see, the different kind of designations, different kind of roles that are available for people to practice IT and engineering in several parts of South Australia in the form of business analysts or IT analysts or quality assurers or quality analysts at the same time. Data science analysts or data analysts is extremely on the rise. Average salaries can range anything between 75 to 80,000, right up to $120,000 per annum. Yes, you've heard it right. That's the high level of salaries that are available for IT and engineering students. Coming to our next more favorite programs and more programs that are mentorish or that create a community of teachers is our education department. We have bachelor's and masters of education, masters of teaching available at Flinders University, ranging from 3-4 years at the undergraduate level, or even available at 2 years duration for masters of teaching under various specializations like early childhood, primary, secondary, or even special education. Feel free to speak with any of the IAE Global staff, Savita ma'am. Just get yourself accustomed to the fact that this is a course, this is a program that is so much in demand because teaching is an art, teaching is a science, teaching is a philosophy, which cannot be imbibed just simply like that. It has to be cultivated and taught by the best teachers. We are the #1 in South Australia because of the outcome that comes out of it, for the reasons I mentioned to you, for being one of the best teachers in South Australia. The institutions, the private organizations, the corporate culture, all demand a certain level of professionalism in teachers as well at the same time. Just a word on the teaching capability statement is about a second statement of purpose, about 600 maximum words on your essay, explaining your passion about teaching and where you would like to see yourself moving from learning Flinders Masters of Teaching or Bachelors of Teaching into graduating out from the course. The details are all mentioned on the website while during your application, and the IE Global team will help you further with it. Social work is a highly community oriented work with a passion for bringing about improvements in a section of people. It could be younger generation, it could be an older set of generation, it could be people with disabilities, natural or because of disaster. A social worker's requirement has never been more high than now. We have several entry requirements that go across our entry requirements as well, which include academic and English requirements at the same time. We do have the requirement of an IELTS academic or a Duolingo test or a PTE or a TOEFL or an OET, depending upon which part of the country or what is your comfort zone in providing us with an English requirement. It is absolutely compulsory and it is non-negotiable. We do have some pathway programs running at this time of the pandemic, but yes, we do have, and our partners for our pandemic programs or our pathway programs during the pandemic are right there on the screen. Let us know how we can help you achieve the same course via a different route. We have the amazing Go Beyond scholarships, which are which are for the entire duration of your program, be it undergraduate or be it postgraduate. We have the global scholarships of 20% available for undergraduate and postgraduate programs. We have excellent scholarships of 25% duration available for only the undergraduate programs specifically. And then we have the Vice Chancellor scholarships of 50% available for undergraduate as well as postgraduate programs, but extremely high academic performance of over 95%. This is just a description of what I mentioned to you some time back. Most of our courses are included in it, but yes, not all of them. And the reasons are put up on our website at the same time. The courses that are exempted or excluded from our scholarship structure is right on the screen. I already told you, we are in the top 2% of the world. We are also top 30 in nursing, and we are also pioneer of being top 250 in the world for our engineering and STEM programs. Do follow our YouTube handle, our Insta handle. We have n number of videos uploaded probably every week. Our latest video is just 24 hours old. It's a video of nursing program and health sciences program. Please feel free to visit the YouTube channel for Flinders University. Amazing number of videos which will actually give you the latest, more than the latest information, because it's the people who create those courses, it's the people who create that environment for you are speaking about it. Just look at how would you make an application? Why should you make an application, and what kind of scholarships would you get here? Somebody would be telling you about how do you move from a year 12 to an undergraduate program at Flinders University. Savita, that is generally what I would wanted to mention about my Flinders University. I would like to throw open the forum for a question answer session. Savita?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just a second.
Sure.
Yes. There is one question, and they are asking about advantage of Adelaide location. So I think you have already explained about the post-study work permit, like there is one extra year of post-study work permit.
Absolutely. I don't mind showing the person who is interested to know why they should be choosing Adelaide. There are many reasons apart from the fact that it is a regional state, it's a regional city. You would also be receiving 3 years of stay back or a post-study work visa or a 485 visa after your 500. Also, being a regional zone, being an area which is so forward in the IT and engineering, you can see that these areas are married into various other zones like finance, business, teaching, health, and other sectors at the same time.
And what about the accommodation charges in Adelaide?
If you're looking at living on campus, you're looking at about $500 per week. But if you're looking to stay out of campus on the basis of your choice, where you could be living anywhere on this particular area, you could either be looking at about anything between $150 to $450 as your expenses.
Okay. And there is Mr. Muhammad Adnan. So he would like to know about MBBS. So I suppose Flinders University is offering MBBS for international students.
Absolutely, absolutely. Bang on bullseye. Yes, we have a Bachelor of Clinical Sciences leading to the Doctor of Medicine 6-year program available for international students. It's a very highly sought after program with very limited seats and a very high entry requirements as well. Our requirement for this is about 95% in your class 12 with no other entrance examination required other than IELTS with 7 on 7.
Okay. And what about mathematics? Do you require mathematics for MBBS?
No, it is not a compulsion, but prior knowledge of mathematics would be required to be seen on your mark sheet.
Okay. And I suppose you have February intake only, is it?
This particular courses, like some courses that we have, are available only in our March intake, and our other intake is July, Savita, where we have the rest of the 280 courses available.
Okay. So in suppose student is interested for March 2022. So is there seats are still open for 2022 intake?
I say, well, you would be making a dash for this, but give it a shot, because there is an interview process also that is required to go through for this particular course. If he's in time, he'll be able to come in for the interviews, which will be held somewhere between August and September.
Okay. And there is another question is from Clint Tai, and she asked about Master of Public Policy. So can you please explain about?
We have a Master of Public Health.
Public Health, right?
Yes. So we have a Master of Public Health, which is a very good course when you're looking at establishing yourself in a combination of community as well as in clinical work at the same time. This is available on 2 intakes every year, either in a March or in a July, and you're free to start this program either March 22 or July 22.
Okay. Is this program is registered to any government body?
Yes, the Association of Public Health is endorsing the program, and all the details are visible on my website very clearly.
Great, great. And there is another question from Amrit Singh. So he's asking about the scholarship. So student has scored 76.33 in year 12. So Amrit, can you please advise for which course you are talking about, for which course you want to apply? In general, what is the scholarship ratio if student has scored?
If the student has scored 76%, I can assure you that he will get 20% scholarship for the entire duration of the program, whichever one he's choosing. Of course, if it is not medicine or anything to do with nursing or something, that's why I would like to know which course he would wants to go for.
Okay. And Muhammad Adnan is asking about fee structure of MBBS. So
the fee structure of MBBS, Adnan, is so it's divided into 2 courses. Bachelor of Clinical Sciences, that is at about $42,500 per annum for 2 years. And then we have the Doctor of Medicine program for 4 years, which is at an average of about $75,000 per annum for 4 years.
And ma'am, is there any scholarship, special scholarship for this program, MBBS?
No, this is not available under any scholarship scheme, because this is a limited quota program, highly focused towards inviting the best talent to become doctors in Australia.
Okay. And there is one question from Gagan Jaggi. So there is one scholarship, you said that 50% scholarship is also available in Flinders.
That's right.
So what will be the requirement of this scholarship and what courses are covered in it?
The Vice Chancellor Excellence Scholarship is the 50% scholarship that I mentioned, and it is going to be available for students who have scored 95% and above, 92 to 95% in either their class 12 or in their bachelor's.
Okay.
There are some programs which are excluded out of that entire scholarships scheme, and I'm going to be showing that on the screen right now. Nursing, doctor of medicine, physiotherapy, social work, speech pathology, audiology have been excluded, removed from any scholarship structure.
And one more thing, it's just for my reference.
Sure.
What is the difference between Bachelor of Nursing graduate entry and Bachelor of Nursing pre-registration?
So the Bachelor of Nursing pre-registration, Savita, is to be applied by a student who has just cleared class 12 and has no prior knowledge about nursing or any other science program. Whereas Bachelor of Nursing graduate entry can, as the name says, can be applied by a graduate of the science field who may or may not have done nursing in India.
Okay. And what will be the duration of these programs? 3
Very,
years
very
only?
fine question. The graduate entry program is 2 years, whereas the pre-registration program is 3 years.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, I would like to know about the BSc program in your university.
BSc leading to what, dear?
Leading to physics, honors physics.
Wonderful. Let me share with you my screen for my university, and happy to show you the Bachelor's of Science program right here. If you look, if you can see my screen, I'm showing you my website now. Welcome to the website. And if you look at which are the programs that you would like to go for, they're all present over here in the form of mathematics, science, physics, chemical sciences, environmental sciences, animal behavior, forensic and analytical sciences. So depending upon what you would like to end up as a professional, maybe biotechnology also at the same time, or for that matter, nanotechnology also. So depending upon what your interest is, you can perfectly go ahead and put down your application for this.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, are there like some entry requirements?
Of course, you need to be from the science background. You need to have the physics, chemistry, and biology, unless you're going in for the mathematics, which requires you to have absolute grade 12 knowledge of math at the same time. Apart from that, we require an IELTS of 6, no band less than 6.
Ma'am, I've actually studied physics, chemistry, and mathematics and not biology. Will I be able to like join the physics program?
Absolutely, because physics is an offshoot of actuarial knowledge, mathematical or pure knowledge, and these are pure sciences, and you would be eligible to come in for the Bachelor of Science Physics, either 3-year or an honors program, like the one I'm pointing out to you.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, like what are the fee structure and scholarship?
You're looking at an average of about $38,000 per annum, depending upon the 3-year or a 4-year course or the research aspect that is involved in it. Apart from that, what was your question you said?
Ma'am, scholarship.
Scholarship, of course, like I said, 20, 25 or 50%, depending upon your class 12 marks.
Ma'am, how much will I get if I scored 87?
25%.
Okay, ma'am. For all 4 years?
For all 4 years.
And ma'am, are there like any other scholarship other than this?
No, I mean, we already have 5 scholarships running across our Go Beyond scholarships. So if you score, while I'm saying 25% is assured, there is a possibility, not a promise, but there is a possibility that you could be invited for the 50% scholarship, depending upon how you fare through the interview process, etc.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, like, what are the like requirements if I'm applying? Will I need something else other than my GPA and passport?
Nothing at all. And IELTS at the end of it all, there are deadlines for the scholarships and which your IAE counselor will be very happy to guide you through.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, I'm actually a part of research right now. Will it be like beneficial to me in any way?
That's why it'll be beneficial if you pick up the honors program, where you have almost your last year, that's the final year of your program, would be close to 10 months of research completely.
Okay, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I would like to know about Masters of Public Policy and Management that's offered by your university.
Public policy, are you looking for public health?
No, it's public policy, and like I would like to know if, as like I have a doubt regarding like if it's for professionals or if it's for students like graduates.
Sorry.
I have a doubt regarding if it's for graduates or for professionals who are already in public service.
Have you seen this on my website?
Yeah, I have seen it on your
The
website.
public policy program?
Yes, ma'am.
That's not available for international students. That's why the answer is for public health.
Ma'am, actually I applied and like I got an offer letter.
You will have to just go through the offer letter because it will have an addendum of offer where you will be insisted or where you will be requested to look into the details in terms of the possibility of you looking into alternative courses because of the pandemic. This course may currently not be available for this year, but for 22 you will have the course with you.
Okay. If I'm applying for 20, okay, can I know about the course like?
So you're looking at a program which is essentially, like the word says, public policy is going to be associated with people with a huge amount of community service agenda, as well as creating laws and resurrections directed towards the betterment of the community. So these are either health policies, general policies, education policies. It could be anything to do with the general upkeep of things required around in the state or in the city where you will be living after you finish your course.
What job will be like? What are the job opportunities after the course?
So obviously you'll be looking at being an upscale manager. You'll be looking at policy maker, or even you'll be looking at being, especially if you're looking in the areas of public policy, you could also be in the form of a research analyst also.
Ma'am, do you know like are there good opportunities after the course?
Absolutely. So the public policy program is available for students who understand that this is a managerial kind of a role that they're getting into. This is not your junior level, or so there is a certain level of mid-level management and maturity required when an outcome of this course has to be reached. Average salaries for this course is similar to that of social work, public health, or even clinical rehabilitation, and can range from $90 to $92,000 per annum onwards.
Okay, ma'am, courses like this, public policy and social work, they demand internship programs in between.
So every course of ours, whether it's postgraduate or undergraduate, has a minimum 12-week internship already inside your curriculum.
Okay, will the university will be helping to get the internships?
Absolutely. In fact, so when somebody asks me, will the university help me get a job? So I tell them that the fact that the university is helping you pick up an internship with our already established and ever growing 400, 500 corporate partners that we have, that is exactly the first step that we take towards helping you secure your first job also. So even while you're studying, our international students services team is working 24/7 to see that correct employers come into the correct faculty to interview the correct set of students.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome.
And ma'am, as you mentioned that internship is a part of all programs. So what about social work? So apart from internship, is there any practical, is there like theory or practical based?
So Savita, the social work program or any kind of clinical program or a physiotherapy program or a data science program, these have a high level of internship embedded into the curriculum. So apart from these 20 weeks are included in about 1,000 hours of practical placement.
Okay. So is it paid internship or unpaid?
No, because it is part of their curriculum, it is a learning process. 99.9% of the times it is unpaid. But there have been occasions when international students have been paid a stipend depending upon the kind of project work that they've been chosen for.
Fine. And there is one question from Shri Priya. So she asked about a salary of social worker as a fresher. So what student can expect after getting
Absolutely.
degree?
Shripriya, that's a very logical question because we have a different picture of a social worker or a social health worker or a social, should I say, a social project officer, etc. But if you look at a social work program right here that I'm showing you on my website, you are looking at a cohort or a group of highly motivated and passionate people who look at increasing the livability aspect from all angles. So you are looking at working in a society with a group of people who think like you, who know that this is what is required, and you will also be mentored by the best people in the industry for that. This particular profession per se, like Savita ma'am was also asking some time back, that has this been given a kind of endorsement? Yes, the Australian Association of Social Workers is endorsing this program completely. If you look at the Masters of Social Work graduate entry, this is what you would be interested in if at the master's level, or there is also a bachelor's level available depending upon what you're looking for. And like you said, the career, where is the career going to? So you're going to be looking at working either directly with government bodies or third party government institutions or government bodies or government offices who have been given projects that are required to create different scenarios, either in hospitals, in corporate sectors, community zones, welfare, child, women, any area that is necessary at that point of time.
Yes, I'm Sripriya. Hi.
Hi, Shripriya.
Yeah, I asked that question because I have heard social workers are often underpaid in Australia. So I just wanted to clarify for the effort that I put in.
No. So I'll tell you why that kind of a predicament comes is earlier, earlier means before 2020, my university also, like many other universities, was very happy to welcome students from all over the world with or without any background in social sciences or social or humanities to study the Master of Social Work or the Bachelor of Social Work as such, right? Therefore, when you look at the outcome and comparison between a student who has the social sciences background and does not have it, there is definitely going to be a disparity on that. There is no doubt about it. It's like comparing apples to apples and oranges at the same time. And you'll agree with me, Sri Priya, that we've taken a conscious decision and absolute, um, uh, absolute step ahead to bring the requirements of the social work course to a basic presence of social sciences in your background. That itself puts you in the highest category of social workers. Regional states, all areas, especially now and after the pandemic, social workers, health workers are in absolute demand.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yeah, Iravati ma'am, there is one question from Amrit Singh. So he's asking about without IELTS. Student has scored 85 in year 12 and in English 89. So is
No.
there any possibility without IELTS student can proceed?
No. I always say English proficiency scores is not incidental. It is not something that can be taken lightly. We belong to a country where English is not our first language, and you're going to a country which is English is the first language.
Right.
There is a requirement for you to show it as per visa requirements and as per my university requirements, and it is non-negotiable. Even if one has scored 100 on 100 in English or a centum
Okay.
in all their subjects in class 12 or in their bachelor's.
Okay. And what about Duolingo? Because of pandemic, I think few
We are
institutes are
accepting,
accepting.
yes, Savita, we are accepting Duolingo starting from March 22. We
Okay.
welcome students to give us the score sheet along with their application if possible, or then later complete it under the terms and conditions provided by the Duolingo set of organization or the testing rules.
Okay. So what will be the for visa? At the time of visa, student have to appear for IELTS or Duolingo will also work?
Duolingo will also work.
Great.
Ma'am, I would like to ask about something you mentioned just now, like about regarding MSW and students who are not belonging to social sciences.
Right.
So, what is the scenario right now? Like, if I am a graduate of economics, will I be able to apply for social work, masters in social work?
Unfortunately, no.
So, there is no chance.
No, because like I said, we have refined our entry criteria for the Masters of Social Work program, wherein we definitely want you to have studied 36 unit of social sciences.
Ma'am, will work experience in the field of social work help? If
How long would that experience be?
maybe 6 months or 1 year?
No, no. Where if at all, it has to be at least 2 years, and then it will go under a case consideration. There is no perfect answer to this scenario of having a work experience, but on the basis of the academic background, the application may not be accepted for the Masters of Social Work program. But we could accept your application for probably the Masters of Public Health program.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
So, ma'am, is there no pathway for this program, like any graduate certificate or
There is
graduate
a
diploma?
graduate certificate, Savita, but because of the pandemic, it has been put on hold because that is a completely short program. It's basically a certificate program, and it will not be available during the pandemic.
Okay. And as there is pandemic, so what about nursing program? So can students start program online? Like if
Absolutely. We are the only university, Savita, in South Australia, and one of the few universities in Australia, hardly four of them, who started the Bachelor of Nursing pre-registration online as well.
Okay, great. And what about subject student have to choose initially for online study? How
For
many
nursing
subjects?
students, Savita, it is required, or health students, it is required that they choose two units out of the 4 units that they will be paying for.
Okay.
But any other course, the student can select only 1 unit and start the course online.
Okay. And what about the fees, ma'am? Like how
It
much
remains the same,
have to pay the
Savita.
fee?
It remains the same. The semester fees is being asked along with the OSHC, after which you will be granted the ECOE. You can enroll online and also apply for your visa.
Great.
Ma'am, I have a scenario. Like, I am a person who asked about economics graduate.
Sure.
If I'm doing a postgraduate diploma course of 1 year in social work, will that help?
Yes, so it has to be from a recognized institution by the UGC level here, not long distance or correspondence. It has to be a regular course.
Thank you.
Welcome. At the same time, continuing on your question, make sure that there are minimum 36 units in that PG diploma that you're going to be studying. So you might want to see their syllabus before enrolling for their program.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Great questions, great gathering, great students, lovely time I'm having answering questions. It gives me great pleasure to introduce, reiterate, and explain so much about my beautiful university.
And I think there is one more question
Sure.
for Master of Teaching. So what background you require for Master of Teaching program?
We are not looking at any particular background, but for the Master of Teaching, obviously the student should have completed a bachelor's program, has to have given a very explanatory resume or a CV or a curriculum vitae explaining and over a teaching capability statement and a statement of purpose, the reason why they are moving into a Master of Teaching program.
Okay. And do you require work experience for this program?
Not required, but it is welcome.
Okay. And ma'am, what about distance education? Are you accepting distance education?
Not at the level of, obviously not at the master's level applications. No, distance education is not accepted.
Okay.
It has to be a regular, bona fide, and endorsed by the Indian qualification framework or by the UGC in India.
Okay. Fine. And what happened if student is from arts background or non-academic subject? So is there any option available in Flinders?
So, Savita, even students with arts background, they also have academic subjects. The non-academic subjects like physical education or a language which is not recognized in the Australian qualification framework, or for that matter, bookkeeping, for something to do with library services but has no translation into the transcript. Those will be the non-academic subjects for which they will not be counted.
Okay. And what about ma'am turnaround time for the offer letter?
Savita, we are very happy to let you know, and you've already been with us for such a long time as one of our most trusted partners across several areas in the world per se. We are most of our programs we are able to give you an offer letter between 48 and 72 hours. There are some programs like say a physiotherapy or a program which requires credit transfer or a doctor of medicine program which requires a very long time to give an offer letter.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt regarding Master of Education program.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, will a job, what about the pre-requirements, like a bachelor degree, is that enough?
Uh, just give me a moment. I'm going to take you to my website once again and taking you to my education department, which has two kinds of courses, the education courses and the teaching courses. If I'm not wrong, you are someone who asked me about the social work program, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So my take for your profile would be come into the Master of Teaching, primary or secondary. So while you see over here, we have a Master of Education programs and we have Master of Teaching programs. Master of Education programs currently are on a leadership or a managemental or a decision-making role scenario, whereas teaching is clearly on the role of a teacher or a mentor or a person who imparts the knowledge of that particular subject. All right. So there's a major difference. With your background in economics, you should be very well equipped and very well designed or designated to become a Masters of Teaching graduate outcome.
Okay. Ma'am, regarding I have heard that Bachelor of Teaching and Masters of Teaching, so master students with post graduation are considered as overqualified. Like, is that true? Or like, if you have a bachelor degree, they are getting more placements, and the master students are not much placed.
No, no. See, so that was again on what I just mentioned a little while ago. What is the two profiles that that employer is considering? Unfortunately, if the profiles have a tilt towards the same core subject, the bias and an experience, the bias is always towards that. And answering your other part of the question, that having a post graduation, is it a disadvantage? No, it's not a disadvantage. You should be able to clearly define your roles and understand the KPIs of that industry, of that company.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
And ma'am, what about married applicant? Can married applicant apply in Flinders with spouse?
Yes, Savita, I will be able to release or give you a little bit more insight over married cases, but definitely there are some areas and zones of our country from where we do not accept straightforward any married cases, Punjab, Haryana being the same. But at the same time, if the married profile is over 2 years and not belonging to these zones, we are happy to accept married cases.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, for visa requirements, do I have to show like income proof or something?
Yes, definitely.
And ma'am, how much should it be?
The major requirement while showing finances, your student, is to prove that you are able to take care of the fee structure that is specified on your offer letter or on your accepted offer letter as such. So a plan in the form of an education loan or savings in the family, IT returns, these are all that is basic documentation required.
And ma'am, apart from the fees that you have mentioned before, around 35,000, is there anything else like
Of course,
living?
there is what we call as the overseas student health cover. That can be included in your payment to the university. The university can arrange for an overseas health cover documentation for you with a policy number, etc. If you are wanting to take care of this overseas health cover policy by yourself, you're free to do that. But it is necessary, without which we will not be able to permit you to apply for visa.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, what about the living accommodation charges? Like
Uh, on a
on-campus
standard basis, you look at about $22,000 per annum in Australia for living expenses, but it all depends upon your own level of expenditures and your choices of lifestyle, which can be lesser or more, but an average of 22,000 is required.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, are they like university provided houses or public?
Yes, absolutely. And as you can see on the screen, hopefully, if you look at any one of my tabs over here, you can definitely look at an accommodation angle or an accommodation aspect at Flinders University. We are the only university to offer you on-campus accommodation. I have a beautiful website which is very, very student friendly, which has got huge information, lots of entry or registrations for webinars of your choice. You can end up signing up for any of these webinars that are already existing and receive time to time or periodic updates about scholarships, applications, demands of professions, etc. Please feel free to go through the website, meet your IE Global person, your connect at IE Global, your counselor, Savita ma'am and her team, and get all the information out.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
And Nidhi, I want to add something here. For accommodation, you have to apply as soon as you will get the COE, because seats are not seats are limited. Is it right, ma'am?
Absolutely, Savita, absolutely.
So at which stage student have to apply for accommodation after getting COE or before COE? At the time of financial checking, student can proceed for the accommodation?
Once what we call as the financial checking or the GTE is complete, the student can start making the movement towards booking the accommodation also.
Okay,
Great.
ma'am. Ma'am, like I want to apply for the March 2022 semester, which will start on March 2022. What are the deadlines?
What course are you looking at?
Ma'am, bachelor's in physics.
The deadline for that, if you're looking for the March intake, you should be able to put down your application way before November so that we have a fair chance to assess your application for beyond 25% scholarship.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
And ma'am, there is one question from Gagan Jaggi. Can you please repeat the name of the regions from where you are not accepting married cases?
We do have restrictions on not accepting married cases from certain zones, certain areas. Some of them are Punjab and Haryana.
Okay.
Having said that, if it is a case that can be looked by the faculty, they can assess it and find absolutely. So it will be taken on a case-to-case basis.
Okay. So I think Gagan, if you want to proceed, you can definitely contact us. We will check your profile first and then we'll speak with Iravati ma'am. I hope your case will be sorted out then.
Definitely. So Gagan, if you're looking at having students coming or filing a visa with you, it is important that we receive your application well in advance so that our compliance team will be or my visa team will be able to go through your documents in detail and come back with a decision.
Ma'am, one more question.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, are there like clubs present in the university campus?
Oh, yes. So we have over 300 clubs for all our students, our faculties, our services, all on campus itself. Let me take you to, let me see if I can do something here. I'm trying to show you my campus map, which will give you an idea of where we stand in terms of, okay, yeah, so these were our accommodations that you were asking about. Okay, so this is the aerial view of my university. This primary zone that you're looking over here is the Bedford campus. After this, we have the Tonsley campus right over here. And beyond that, we have our Victoria campus again in the green. So Bedford campus, Tonsley campus, and Victoria campus. The Bedford campus is about 150 football fields put together, literally. It's on 155 hectares. So we have the major services, club associations, gym facilities, everything established here in a full-fledged for students and staff in various forms of services. Then at the Tonsley campus, we have our second league of clubs and associations, more on a professional level. Whereas on the Victoria campus, it is completely industry-based and professional or internship-based.
And ma'am, what about studying abroad?
Well, if you're going to be studying at Flinders, you're going to be studying abroad.
Yes, ma'am, but from Flinders, if I want to go like somewhere else.
There are some programs where an internationalization of the programs will be available, but those are more on the pure sciences, like your program that you're coming in for, physics, where, say, for example, we have a very close association with the University of Arizona and many other universities. The information of that is available on the tab of your own course.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other questions, friends?
I think you have sorted out all the questions.
Thank you so much. And thank you for the beautiful audience. Thanks for everyone to join in and make this such a lively session. Anytime any one of you, your friends, your family members want some more information regarding the course that you want to apply for, please get in touch with Savita ma'am and the team at IE Global, and they would be our best connect with us at any given point of time.
And guys, here are our contact details. So if you have any doubt, feel free to contact us. And if you want to speak with ma'am, we will try to do a conference call between us and ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
We have a exclusive appointment booking facility for students, for their family members, for offer holders, for students who are accepting studying online. You can always go to our calendar and book an appointment session straight away.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot for your support.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone, and stay safe. We should be able to meet you in person sometime when we start traveling, even within India. I think we should be looking at something like September or something where we will meet all of you in person in different parts of the country. Look out for our association with IE Global, where they will let you know via email and other forms of communication that Flinders University is here to connect. And
thank you so much, ma'am.
Stay safe, get your vaccinations done, and see you soon.
Take care, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot for your
Savita.
time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
ma'am.
Take care.
Bye, ma'am. You too. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.